I'm Rick Treitman, CEO of Virtual Ubiquity, the maker of Buzzword, and I'm going to give you a quick tour of something that we're working on. Buzzword is a web-based word processor. It's built in Flash and runs in the Flash Player 9. So therefore, any computer capable of running Flash Player 9 is capable of running Buzzword. That can be a Mac, a Windows, or even some versions of Linux. What you're looking at right now is our document organizer. It's sorted as you're looking at it in alphabetical order, but we can also sort on something that's new to a word processor, and that is sort by author. So here you see my documents as well as those that other people have shared with me. If I highlight a document, you'll see that Robbie is the author and he's sharing it with me. Perhaps another document would show multiple authors, all with reviewing privileges, and if they get too long, we stack them and they pop open. That we can also sort on role. So I'm the author of these documents and the reviewer of these, or we can look at our documents sorted by length. Now, rather than sort on size of file, we think that it makes much more sense to sort on number of pages. So here you see the documents ordered by page length. We can also open them by the last time we viewed them, and that's an easy way to find the document that I queued up ready for this demo. The difference between Buzzword and other web-based word processors is that Buzzword shows you the page exactly as it will print on every single keystroke. So if I type some letters, Buzzword immediately takes the size of those letters, computes the size of the line, breaks the line where it needs to, runs the text around graphics, inserts a header or a footer, and breaks the page. One of the design centers for our word processor was that the document take center stage. So we've turned our menus sideways, and we keep them out of the way of the document. We'll use our view menu to turn on our ruler, and we'll also use it to bring your attention to our letter spacing, which we can show you as we zoom up the document. You'll see that the spacing between the letters is really spot on, and you're seeing letter spacing exactly as it will print on your printer. We can also use the zoom control to navigate the document, and we'll go to page 3. One of the things we find frustrating in many word processors is the ability to easily work in a numbered list or a bulleted list. Here we have a series of numbered paragraphs. We can change that to bullets with a click of a button, or back to numbers. But what happens when you want to put multiple paragraphs under a single number? Often you find that you need to learn a way to fool the word processor as opposed to having it work for you. For us, we simply created a skip button, and when I click the skip button, I now have 2 paragraphs under number 1. I can add a third, and we renumber down below. Of course, this toggles on and off if I've made a mistake. And let's look at graphics. Graphics handling in Buzzword is clean and smooth. We can simply take our graphic, move it to the desired place, or size it. If we don't like what we've done, we can always hit undo and walk ourselves backwards. Notice as I size the graphic, we have some dimensions that automatically show up in those small blue boxes. Tables are an example of direct manipulation that we've put to good use. Inserting a column is simply a matter of highlighting a column and then using either of these inserter buttons to insert additional columns. Likewise, we can do the same with rows. And also note that when I select a column or a row, I get a local menu that allows me, for example, to delete that column without ever going up to the menu. We wanted to take advantage of the web in two ways. One was by making your documents virtually accessible from any place on the web. The other was by making it much easier to collaborate on documents with colleagues or friends. Here we have some comments that I've left myself in this document. The comments are included in the document simply by highlighting some text, mousing to the right-hand margin where this small bubble, comment bubble, appears, clicking in the box, and leaving a comment. Now, comments, you can do anything to a comment that you do to anything to your document. For instance, we can format the text in this comment. We can also drop in a table. Or if someone's left us a comment with a graphic and we want to use that graphic in our document, we can simply pull it into the document itself. Let me show you how we share documents. You see down in the sharing bar that I'm writing this document on my own. If I click Share, I can then share with one of my colleagues. In this case, we'll find Tad Staley, our product manager. And I'm going to invite him to the document. Now, since he's already a member, I'm not even going to bother to send him email, but we could if we wanted to. And you'll notice that the minute I shared the document, Tad shows up in the sharing bar. And once Tad's a reviewer, he can now leave comments, which he will do as we speak. So we've invited Tad to this document. If we look down here at a little device we call the synchronator, you see that we're connected. I see a yellow pencil that tells me that all my changes have been saved to the server. And if we watch that for a minute, we can, if Tad leaves us any comments, we're going to see a second pencil in red show up down here. And there it is. Now, at this point in the product's life cycle, we have to ask for the changes. This will change as we move further. So I just asked for the changes. We see Tad's comment in real time show up next to the text that he's highlighted. This concludes the demo of Buzzword. If you have any further questions or interest, please write us at info@virtub.com. Thank you.